Welcome back. Still to come, the weather details with Carl Tyler, the sport, of course, with Chris Morn, and well, Susanna Streeter tonight has the travel for you. But first, if you just come home, here are tonight's main headlines. A nanny from Ascot, jailed for 25 years for killing a baby in America, may be released from prison by Christmas.
And security at Winchester Prison is under the spotlight tonight after the escape of a convicted killer.
Now, you may remember last month we went along to see more than 100 school children auditioning for a part in a pantomime. Well, the lucky 20 who were chosen have been working hard in their rehearsals for Aladdin at the Corn Exchange in Newbury.
Well, they've had just 3 weeks to learn their song and dance routines alongside professional actors. Philippa Heap has been following them from their first rehearsal to the big night.
It's late November, and for the lucky ones picked from the auditions, the hard work begins now.
First day it's fine because, you know, the memory bank is empty, you know, so they've learnt it amazingly well. When we get to the fourth and fifth song, it gets harder because I think the memory bank sort of gets full. Things start going then, but at the moment it's very good.
It's time to check out what they'll be wearing. The first fittings bring mixed reactions.
These are our finale outfits, and the older ones are polar bears and penguins, so we've got the big costume, and just quite a few costumes to wear. We've got a change in.
I don't really like this one.
Why not?
I don't know, I just look a bit strange in it.
Are they uncomfortable to wear?
Yeah, they're really itchy around here.
Itchy or not, they've all got some bizarre costumes to get to grips with. The evil Abanazar has magicked the palace to the South Pole, where the princess meets some unusual friends. And so the big night arrives. The house is sold out, and there's just time to put the finishing touches to the opening outfits.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your half-hour call. You have half an hour.
Time's ticking by, so how are the girls feeling?
I'm a bit nervous, but not that much. Really excited though. Excited because it's the first performance. Everyone's nervous and excited. Yeah.
3 weeks' worth of rehearsals, and the first night draws to a close. And just to think, they've only got another 52 performances to go. Philippa Heap for Meridian Tonight.
And didn't they do well?
Well done to them, yeah.
Yeah, we're booked in for that, actually. Going to see
it looks great. Yeah, they have to work really hard, those kids.
How's your panto? It's your village panto you're in, isn't it?
Oh, village panto. Yes, not on the same scale. Dress rehearsal last night.
How did it go?
Not too well.
Disastrously.
We're having another one tonight. It was that bad.
Which thigh did you slap that one?
I can't tell you that.
He's behind you.
He's behind me, the sport. Oh, no, he isn't. Chris Morn, tell us all about it.
Thanks, Mary. We begin with cricket, as England have lost arguably their best batsman from the Tour of India. Surrey's Graham Thorpe is on his way home for what's been described as personal reasons. Well, on the first day of the second test, his Surrey colleague Mark Butcher helped England to a first innings total of 277 for 6. Mark Ramprakash also played his part, as Kerry Johnston now reports.
With captain Nasser Hussain winning the toss for the first time in 14 international matches, the tourists elected to bat. Mark Butcher making a shaky start, surviving several chances at slip. He recovered, though, to make a battling 51, while strike partner Marcus Trescothick scored a healthy 99. Butcher's undoing was the leg spin of Anil Kumble, deceiving the Surrey batsman. Keeper Deep Dasgupta taking the catch. England were 124 for 1. There soon followed a familiar batting wobble. Hussain LBW for 1. England again had that sinking feeling. But then Surrey's Mark Ramprakash came to the crease and steadied the ship with some solid batting, here dispatching Kumble for 6. He eventually made 37 before being bowled by Sachin Tendulkar. By close on the first day, England had reached a respectable 277 for 6. Kerry Johnston for Meridian Tonight.
Well, some cricket news here this evening. Hampshire's new ground, the Rose Bowl, is set to stage international one-day matches from 2004. The England and Wales Cricket Board has awarded the £17 million venue international one-day status. Now, Olympic gold medalist Matthew Pinsent has landed a prestigious role in Olympic sport. Pinsent, seen here at Henley as part of the victorious Coxless Four, has been invited to join one of the International Olympic Committee's commissions. There are just 19 members on the Athletes Commission. He was nominated by the British Olympic Committee, but will represent athletes from around the world in the build-up to the Athens Games in 2004. On to football, and Southampton midfield player Paul Murray has signed for Oldham on a free transfer. He's been unable to command a place in Saints' first-team squad. Meanwhile, Reading club captain Phil Parkinson is back in action. He played in a 3-0 victory for the reserve side at Gillingham this afternoon, and together with Adrian Whitbread could be in the squad for Friday's match against second division leaders Brighton. Whitbread has missed 5 games through injury. Now, 2 stable lads have been honoured for their service and dedication to the racing industry. Both have spent their working lives in the sport. Rodney Bolt has spent much of his working life at David Ellsworth Stables near Fordingbridge in Hampshire, and Peter Morn is the yard's long-serving travelling head lad. The pair were named Stable Staff of the Year at the Derby Awards in London.
I think it feels as if it's all my hard work for 50 years in racing. I feel I've been honoured. Very nice.
Well, it's a great honour and something I didn't think would ever happen, you know, but I'm very, very honoured by it and very pleased to have this award.
Fantastic. You know, I just love riding good horses, you know. I love riding all horses, but especially good ones.
Rodney and Peter Morn there. Peter, no relation, I can tell you, but congratulations to both of them.
Indeed. Well done to them. Now, I suspect many of you will have been rummaging in the attic or in the drawers over the past week for your Christmas decorations, but in an effort to bring seasonal cheer, few will have gone quite as far as 2 neighbours who live in Headbourne Worthy near Winchester.
Yes, in the spirit of neighbourly rivalry, they've put up more than 8,000 lights outside their homes, and they're now even on the tourist route for some coach parties.
The Winchester Illuminations, the result of 8,000 lights, a year's planning and a healthy dose of neighbourly competition.
It started in around about 95. Both my wife and I and children moved out here. And coming up to Christmas, we saw Roger 2 doors away with lights in his windows, and we thought, well, 2 can play at that game. A friendly competition, I must stress. We always have laughter leading up to this, and quite often we're seeing each other on the ladders, trying to hide each other's lights to not give it away for the opposition.
What began as something just for the kids has blossomed into an annual challenge. The latest in one-upmanship at number 3, a homemade snowman.
That's a mini Metro rear wiper motor.
He's a nice welcome, isn't he?
It started off on a Sierra, but it didn't last very long, so it says something for Metros, I suppose.
Now people make special detours to see the display.
Each year, more and more people at work, friends and family, and we're hearing that from all over Winchester. They come out to see. More the merrier, please.
You've got all year to get ready, but you leave it to the last minute, and then it's one mad rush. So.
My job basically is just to stand on the bottom of the ladder in all weathers.
Yeah.
But no, when you see the kiddies, their little faces light up, and it makes it all worthwhile.
There is, however, a dark side to this display.
Roger isn't your next-door neighbour. Your next-door neighbour hasn't got any lights on. Are you going to try and persuade them?
We've tried to encourage them. We hear that he's got around about 20 to put up in the window.
Little beginnings.
Well, and this is what it can lead to.
They are
All over him
startling.
like a rash in the end, isn't it, if he starts with his lights? Do they actually have any rivalry at all, though? I mean,
Oh, just friendly rivalry, yeah.
but I mean, presumably, how do they sort of come out? Do they come out at night and put the lights up so that they
No, I think
can't
I do it in
see
the
each other
day,
doing it?
obviously, but you can't see the lights, can you, if they're not on? It's not until it gets dark, but you can see what each other's done.
No, very impressive
Fantastic,
anyway. I
and
know the
especially
kids do
because there's
like
no street lights around there, so it just looks really, really bright. It's
Yeah.
great. Well, if you think you can better that, or you know someone who can, and I bet you can, get in touch. You can call and leave us a message on 01635 522 614. That's 01635 522 614, and we'd love to see all those illuminations.
This fella lights up a few people's lives now and again. Let's join Carl with the weather forecast. Good evening to you, Carl.
Good evening. Well, a bit of a mixed day today for all of us. It was a grey and misty start and we started to brighten up. Now, some places have seen a bit of sunshine through the day, others have stayed rather murky. And this has given us quite a range in temperatures. Well, the sun's come through, they've been up to about 7, that's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Elsewhere, 3 or 4 has been much nearer the mark. Now, I think we're going to see a good deal of cloud right the way through into the weekend. It will be dry. It's going to be quiet, settled weather, misty and murky overnight and rather cloudy by day and getting a little bit cooler. Now, if you have a look at the satellite picture and run the sequence, you can see all the rain-bearing cloud is well out of our way. It hasn't come anywhere near us. The satellite's not picking up this very low cloud that's been right the way across the country. Now, the reason for all of this is the high pressure. That high pressure is keeping the rain-bearing cloud out of the way, but where it's situated means we've got northeasterly winds picking up moisture off the North Sea, bringing this cloud in towards us. And by noon tomorrow,